a tremendous shot that was. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Rinkside at JFK Arena in Manchester, New Hampshire, for an exciting night of New Hampshire High School Boys Hockey Division I semifinals. We've had one game in the books already, and this is the one that we came for here on Nashua ETV. John Collins along with Tom King. Our cameraman is Tim O'Neill. We have Dan Young handling replays back in the studio for what should be a fantastic semifinal game, Tom, between Bishop Guertin and the Hanover Bears. The Bears who won their play-on game. They took out Trinity, and now they are here with championship hopes.
Yeah, they're on a roll. And the other thing you have to remember, John, is that they beat Guertin during the regular season 6-4.
Yeah.
Guertin was up 4-3 going into the third period in that game up in Hanover, and they gave up 3 goals. And talking to Gary Bishop, he said Hanover kind of pushed us around a lot in that third period.
So needless to say, they're not taking the underdogs lightly.
Not at all. Not at all. I mean, they came into the tournament 8-10, and now they're 10-10, and full of energy and full of, momentum. Momentum is a fleeting word sometimes, and it can come and go. Hanover's got it coming into this game. Guertin now knows that Concord won. They would love to get back to Snew Arena to see the Tide after last year's 3+ overtime game.
Epic final last year. Could be a rematch, but BG needs to get over a huge hurdle here.
This is going to be a big hurdle
in Hanover. You talked about the momentum for the Bears. The Bears have the first chance at goal, and a save made just in time, closing the 5-hole, it looked like.
Nico Scaparrotti
in net number 1 for Bishop Guertin, sealing off the near side as they tried the wraparound, did the Bears.
He's the guy for them right now. They say he's the sophomore. He's older. They have a freshman backup who played a lot this year too. But Nico is going to be their guy.
Couple of passes toward the slot. Not really great quality shots there by Bishop Guertin, but at least they're applying their first pressure of the game as they shoot it in on goal. And
JoJo Dent in goal for Hanover. And he is the real deal. Big guy, but very athletic, very good goaltender. Probably one of the reasons they're here, John Collins.
Given name is Jorgen, Jorgen, as
they
Tom
call
said.
They call him JoJo.
They call him JoJo. Yeah. And so there's a Beatles song about him, isn't there? Clear up the ice and down into the deep part of the ice, and he shoots it off the side of the goalie. That is a great chance to maybe sneak one in.
Yeah, and that's not a good sign for JoJo when he looks behind him, right? You never want a goalie to look behind him.
That was Dom Trepanier that had that chance. Another quality shot on goal there. They almost got a tip in. BG keeping the pressure on.
Yeah, early pressure for the Cardinals, a good start. Boy, they would love to start the way Concord did in their semifinal. They won at 6-0. Concord just came right out. They scored in the first minute. I mean, they just blistered Wyndham all over the place. It was just brutal.
We knew they had the favorite status going in, but I don't think a lot of people predicted running time in that game by the third period.
No, they probably didn't, but I wouldn't be. If there was a game where I said running time was going to be in one of the semifinals, I would have picked that one.
BG with a partial breakout here as they get another snapshot away on JoJo Drent of Hanover, and he makes another nice save.
Yep.
So, Tom, you talked about the momentum the Hanover Bears have coming in. You follow this Bishop Guertin boys hockey team all 2026 season. Have they gotten better over the course of the season?
Yeah, they've gotten much better. Talking to Gary Bishop, he knows who can do what. He knows this kid can do what. They've gotten more players involved in the scoring. They've done a lot of things. A lot of players who are doing things now that they weren't doing maybe the last time these two teams played.
And that's the key, because the last time, as you pointed out,
January,
BG lost.
Yeah, in January, like 10th or 11th, somewhere around there.
So they have made adjustments, you would think, since that game, and improvements, as Tom pointed out. And they are, I don't know if we're going to see 10 goals again like we had in that game. Playoffs usually tighten up for some reason.
Yeah,
right?
they tighten up unless you're one-sided like Concord was, because Wyndham wasn't very tightened up, John.
Yeah, I mean, Concord was a heavy hit, biggest one of the game.
Hit the retaliation, and they let him play.
Luca Ferrari puts the hit on his opponent. Reminds me of Team Italy playing Team Mexico tonight in a game that will determine whether the USA continues in the World Baseball Classic. They need Italy to win.
You know, there's talk that Mickey Gasper might be asked to go to
Team Italy.
Team Italy, yeah.
And I did hear he was getting suited up for a uniform, at least as a backup in that game. How about that? A Silver Knights player in the World Baseball Classic.
Yep.
Another feather in the cap for that great league Tom and I will be covering during the summer. As the puck comes to the neutral zone, it's shot into the Hanover end. Teams still kind of feeling each other out. There's been some pressure, mostly by Bishop Guertin, I'd say, and Concord had one chance at the very beginning of the
Hanover.
Hanover, sorry.
But you know what? Yeah. If you looked at the teams, you wouldn't know the difference because of the uniforms.
Because I said that to myself, too. You're going to slip up on the red. H is Hanover.
Yep, exactly.
Nice and clear on the uniforms.
Well, I'll give you a little tidbit about the uniforms, John Collins.
Yes.
All right, a little interesting tidbit. We'll talk about it next stoppage and play.
I like the program uniforms. It's almost the old-fashioned Chicago Bears stripes that they have.
Don't fall in love with that yet.
No.
I'll tell you about it.
All right. At the point, BG's setting up as if it's a power play here, and they're trying to get a shot on goal, but Hanover making it difficult as they go off the boards and out. Not an icing call as the puck goes on edge and slows down before the end line. Guertin quickly shoots it out of their own zone and pursues the puck at center ice. As Hanover collects as they go D to D. Jack Richardson, the defenseman with his back to us, number 11. They shoot it in behind the BG net. Cardinals doing a good job of quickly clearing it from their zone.
Yeah, and that's easy to do, John, in this rink because it's smaller. You can get out, there's no neutral zone, basically, right? The neutral zone is very small. You could break out and really take off. Wyndham,
look how small it is. It's like 3 strides
exactly.
from one blue line to the other.
Right. Wyndham did not take advantage of that in their game against Concord. They had no offensive pressure whatsoever. They had a rush here or there and a flip at the goalie and then turn around and went the other way.
And this will be Jordan O'Hearn taking the face off for Bishop Guertin. He wins it back to the point. Quick snapshot goes right of the net. Centering pass is blocked again by Richardson, the Hanover defenseman on that side. The wrister directed to the corner by JoJo Drent. He looks sharp early, does the Hanover netminder. Over the blue line and trying to steal it from the defenseman and set something up. The Cardinals offense succeeds, securing the puck in the offensive zone. Shot behind the net.
Guertin doing a good job of forechecking and keeping things in this zone right now.
Putting the Hanover Bears on their heels.
Yeah, and until this play right here.
Trevor Sanders, the big guy with the long stick, didn't really get a good shot away.
Until Sanders took off.
Yeah.
And here's a takeoff
right
right
breakaway,
here.
Splitting the defense, getting a shot on goal. Drent makes the save and getting pushed out of the pile. That's assistant captain number 12 for, or was it 22? Gavin Santos on the rush for Bishop Guertin. A really quality chance there.
A great breakaway, but the thing that Santos didn't do was he didn't lift the puck. John, watch this play right here. Okay, as he comes down, he's got two strides ahead.
Oh, yeah.
But he kind of lost control of the puck. Did you see that right
there?
A
And
little bit of indecision.
I think the back-checking defenseman might have done a really quick stick lift that affected his ability to elevate.
He did not get a clean look, get a clean break in the way that you would have thought. It looked that way, but it really wasn't with puck control.
Yeah, and it's easy in hindsight, but he actually held on to it too long. He probably should have taken the shot.
That because he lost that momentary possession.
And the advantage, the space advantage.
Right. If he had lifted that puck, he had a goal because Drent was way down.
He was down, and there was a lot of net to shoot at. But encouraging thing for BG is they are dominating in the scoring chances so far in this first period.
I'm surprised more hockey goalies don't take the soccer approach and come out.
Yeah.
They don't do that.
Jerry Cheevers is not walking through that rink door.
No, exactly. Cheevers just do it all the time.
He used to come out too much a lot of times.
Yeah, and that cost him. But I mean, this is the high school level. You come out and disrupt the goal, you disrupt the forward that way. It's going to work.
As an icing call against Guertin, So I think, all it would take is to see a pro goalie do it more. I think they're scared of the speed of the NHL game.
Well, it's a
fewer
different.
goalies do it
It's
now.
a different game.
It's a
now.
different
It's a
game
different
now.
game.
But
so
yeah.
anyway, with stoppage and play, right? The hockey teams at Hanover, and maybe this filters down to the student athlete, they do not like the nickname Bears because they used to be the Marauders, and they had to change it. They had to change it because
I am old enough to remember
evidently
the
the
Marauders.
administration thought it was too violent.
Oh, right.
So they changed it to Bears. They will not put anything Bears, any bear insignia or anything on their hockey uniforms.
Oh, like a passive-aggressive protest?
Yes.
Wow.
Yep.
Okay. Oh, that's
They
interesting.
do not like that name at all.
I see. Yeah, I mean, it is. Marauders has a more violent tone to it.
From
but
what I
if you're a
understand-
hockey player, you want that.
From what I understand, the girls have Marauder, the picture of the pirate with the
still?
the I don't know what kind of symbol it was. It was kind of like a swordsman or something like that. It was a rough guy on there as a logo. And from what I understand, the girls hockey team still has it on their uniform.
So
they won't put a bear on there. I mean, that had nothing to do against these pictures that we have in the program. That they're good, the good old-fashioned ones. Those are good.
after the face-off in BG's zone, they're able to get it out quickly. Possible scoring chance here, and a save made. Was it blocked down by the glove hand?
It might have been, but there was no angle.
And JoJo Drench sealed it off, with BG keeping possession in the offensive zone to go all the way around behind the net. Looking to center it to somebody to go up the boards instead. This is Jack Manici at the goal. It goes in. A goal. BG's pressure pays off with a 1-0 lead halfway through this first
Flip
period.
it from inside the blue line, and you will score. Wow. Let's take a look at that and see where that went.
Throwing the puck on net.
Here it is.
Manici.
I don't think anybody touched it. I think it went through clean.
Kind of caught JoJo Drent by surprise to the left side of the goal as we look at it. And that's Jack Manici, the sophomore defenseman. As BG strikes first in this first period.
Manici with the goal.
Team Italy night here at JFK as great start for the Cardinals. Round behind the net it goes. BG again successfully clearing the puck and without icing it. And Pursue now trying to look for that second goal.
So important to get on top one, score first in any kind of postseason game.
But the icing
So
call against
important.
Hanover, you just pointed out before the game started that the lead wasn't safe in the first game. So I guess BG probably has the mindset here, hey, we can't score enough because these guys can come back.
Well, I'm
did it
just
early in the
talking
season.
about setting the tone.
Oh,
just
yeah, sure.
Set the tone.
Sure.
Be in the driver's seat. Don't,
Certainly don't want Hanover scoring
them,
first.
Yeah, have them be the anxious team. You have the momentum. That's what they want.
So Tom, you had
And I am going
Saturday, a super Saturday of work, but not a super Saturday for local teams. 1-8.
1-8.
And this is the team that got the one?
This is the team that has the one. And there were a couple of close calls. 3 of them. Alvern lost in boys basketball by 2 in overtime against Trinity, 62-60. The Hollis girls lost to Pelham in the quarterfinals, 44-43.
Oh, right. I saw that score.
And the Merrimack Hollis Brookline Dairyfield Triop team lost to St. Thomas 1-0. So there were 3 of the 9 were close calls.
It could have went the other way.
Yep. I think the shocker was seeing Alvern Milford go down 6-1 against Somersworth Co-Brown, a game that I was at. And, and Somersworth scored first, and that helped them. They got in the driver's seat, gave them all sorts of confidence. And then they scored another, and you're like, what's going on here?
Bears centering pass had a great chance there, but couldn't convert.
Right.
Cardinals back the other way offside as the left winger near us, drifted
But
across
that was
the
a
line.
major upset in Division II, seeing the top seed tumble. But the way they tumbled. 5-goal game.
Right. I mean, then the top seed and then
Let's see. Do we have somebody
get blown
in the box?
out. Don't see that.
We have a power play coming up for BG, or do we? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we do. Hanover with a penalty. BG on the power play.
Interesting. BG. Actually, no, it's 5-on-5 still, I think. Counted the player. Defenseman's off the screen. We couldn't see. Cardinals come out.
Oh, there he is. Yep.
So they pursue after it.
Yep, there we go. Heard the announcement. So.
Yeah, it was a scrum there, but
I should have looked down below us to see if anybody was in the box, but I forget how close we are to the penalty box. We're right above it.
Yeah. Tom's got no problem with the JFK Arena as a neutral site, playoff site, but talk to him about Rochester for basketball.
That's just absurd. It's just the most
breakout
absurd thing ever.
Hanover Bears, and great job of just cleaning that one up.
And I don't care if the NHIAA says, well, we asked for volunteers and nobody wants to do it. Rochester likes having it. It's big and everything else. Parking there, from what I understand, is terrible. I know the facility is nice, but think of Hanover.
Look at the location.
Think of Hanover on Monday night, John. They had to drive to Rochester. It's long enough for them to go to Manchester, okay? It's about an hour, right? So that's a drive, okay? You add the Rochester drive on top of that. You're talking over 2.5, probably 2.5, good 2.5 hours.
Yeah, it's like going across one state to get to Maine. I mean, it's a long
and then,
way.
Yeah, and then they got to drive back.
They got to drive back. Till after midnight, they're going home.
And you got to, that's great on a weekend. You can get away with that. Talk about a school night, and talking to Ryan Kelly, the Hollis Brookline head coach who played Hanover in the game on Monday night in the semifinals, as we watched the face-off won by Guertin. They had a decided edge in student body. They had to go an hour and a half. That's even long, but that's about the tipping point for me. And they had the next day off because of town meeting. And he says, I don't think Hanover did. And he said it was a decided advantage in terms of student crowd. Get it out of there. I mean, come on. I mean, really.
Yeah.
Let's get some pressure on SNU and St. A's to open up their gyms.
Yep, college facilities
Let's
right
go.
there in Manchester. Scrum in front of Drent. He's able to seal it off.
Talking to Hector Longo yesterday, they get enough tax breaks and they get all sorts of things handed to them. Open it up to the schools. Let's go. Ridiculous.
Strongly put by 40-year sports writer, Telegraph sports writer, Tom King.
Hell, it used to be there. Stuff used to be there all the time. What happened?
Exactly.
Who screwed it up?
Why are we going backwards?
Why are we going to Rochester for Division I and Division II games?
Shot, a one-timer, deflected, might have been blocked by one of the Hanover defensemen, but looking like a BG continual power play.
It is in a period-long power play here with 3:22 left. Hanover maybe has 3 shots on goal, I think.
Yeah.
Cannot play that way if you're Hanover, but they've been here a while. I was here for the first game. They got here early and they were watching. So they've been here a while.
The winner of this game will play on Saturday at the SNU Arena. They do allow us in there for the finals.
Oh, nice snag by JoJo Dent. I don't know if that would have had the upper corner or not, but he saw it. I don't know how he saw it through all those people.
Yeah, it was a great catch. He was probably going to get post at least. Maybe clip the post, but yeah, great catch by the Hanover netminder. There's another wrister from the point. That's how BG scored their goal by Jack Benici. Kind of a surprise wrist shot from inside the blue line. In the near post here, right there at the near post. This time's Luca Ferrari, but Hanover works it out. Immediately divested of the puck, though, at the BG blue line as Hanover tries again. Shot from distance,
nice
it's
save.
laying there.
And there's a great defensive play right there.
Roman Przelski nearly had the first goal for Hanover.
There was a rebound waiting to happen, and Guertin blocked the offense. Got a stick on the offensive player there on the right side of Hanover.
because the net was gaping open
It was
on the right
wide
side.
open, and that saved the tying goal right there.
That's been kind of devastating after all the pressure if they had gotten that one to equalize
I
it.
think that might have been Valancourt, but I'm not sure. I mean,
On defense.
you got white on white with these numbers.
Yeah.
So it's tough to see from a distance, and we have to look to our right.
BG collects the puck. 2 minutes and 10 seconds left to go in the first period. A very one-sided period, but not so much on the scoreboard. The BG's got the one goal to show for all the pressure.
Now, take a look at the crowd that's here.
Sparse.
It's not packed. You know, and the
not.
stands are low on both sides.
Yeah.
Don't you think that Conway Arena would be a suitable spot for an event like this?
Yeah, I sure do.
Don't you think they could seat more, even though you have the upper area?
Yeah.
You know, venues.
Is Conway even in play?
I have no
playoffs?
idea. I have no idea. Venues. You know, and don't tell me about the parking, because you can park
right
at Stellos, but you get a lot of places there. You just have to walk across the street. That's all. I mean,
because Stellos is not being
but there's
used at the same time.
There's that business area that those lots by the time that these games start are empty. You know.
Yeah. They don't think that, well, I can't make the argument it's not centralized enough when Rochester's being used, right? Nashua's not that bad.
I mean,
well,
Manchester's.
If you're in Berlin, though, you know, that's
Manchester's fine. Oh, I mean, it's Berlin's got a,
long drive for everybody.
Yeah, they've had to go down to Nashua Arena for it. They always have a long drive. It's a long drive for them, but it's not almost 3 hours.
So less than a minute left to go in the period. Question is, can anybody sneak a goal in here?
And they'll be desperate to try to do that, to try to get in there. Here's an example right here of how.
Cardinals getting it over the line, getting pressure on, centering pass. Cleared.
Blocked.
By the Hanover defense. But again, on their heels as Guertin works their way toward the net. Swatting at it was Brent. Still, it's over the line now. Trickles over the stick. And again, with 25 seconds left to go in the period, into the corner we go and around the boards, but not out. 20 seconds. That one will be icing possibly. Not a good move by Hanover as it allows BG to set up with 15 seconds left. Plenty to work with.
Exactly. Plenty to work with. BG's got plenty of numbers. They got fresh legs out there right now. They do that.
I think more defensemen or players in general should master the lob shot, the deep in their own end that goes up and comes down and doesn't go over the icing line. You know, that's probably easy to say, but
it's hard to do.
Shot, no, it almost was an own goal. It looked like
you had 3 defensemen in front of the net. It was going to go off somebody.
Looked like a Hanover defenseman was trying to clear it and almost.
And
it was saved there by Brent as it got through from the point. BG putting the pressure on to the final seconds of this first period, Tom.
And an interesting first period, dominated possession-wise and shot-wise by BG. Hanover had only 4 shots to BG's 15 to 4 in the shot total right now. They just announced, and that's a big disparity.
And Hanover's fortunate it's only 1-0.
If you're Dick Dodge, you go into the locker room and say, guys, we're fortunate it's only 1-0. If we play like this in the second period, it's going to be 4 or 5-0.
That's Tom King. I'm John Collins. We're in the semifinals. BG against Hanover with a trip to the championship game and a rematch with Concord on the line. Come back with us for the second period here on Nashua ETV. You're watching Nashua ETV, your home for exciting local sports action. Whether you're at home or away, don't miss a moment of the big game. Check out our updated app, now also available for iPhone and Android. Just search for Nashua Community Media TV in your favorite app store. Follow your favorite local teams on Nashua ETV, bringing you closer to the action than ever before. Welcome back to the JFK Arena in Manchester, New Hampshire. John Collins along with Tom King. We have Tim O'Neill on camera. 30 years of celebrating the arena. That can't be. It's got to be here longer than that.
Oh, this thing's been here forever.
That's a decal here at JFK. But the thing, if you look at this, Tom pointed this out, and now I'm thinking, how did I miss it? But the neutral zone at the JFK is quirkily small.
There is, as Gary Bishop said to me a couple days ago before this game, when I went down to talk to them and interviewed the assistant coach. Story online as kind of a game preview on Mark Mantone, a long-time assistant at BG. But they said there's no neutral zone. There literally is no neutral. So.
Yeah, it's negligible.
Yep.
I guess there's a regulation size blue line to the goal that you have to observe, and maybe that's what led to the, frankly, kind of poor planning to leave such a small neutral zone.
And that leads me to
way back when.
I mean, just again, you get this.
They wedged it into the city.
You got such a small ice surface. It was obvious Concord had no problems moving around because they just were able to just take 2 strides and they were right on top of the Wyndham goalie.
Yeah.
And I know that they'd like to keep this in Manchester and have Manchester involved in the tournament. And this is a nice facility, but you really want to have these play on some small rink?
They do it every year.
You got to ask it.
Right, yeah. So
just because they do it every year
I know,
doesn't mean it's right.
I agree with you. Yeah, I know. I guess they keep making the same mistake over and over again, if you ask Tom, and I can't say he's wrong on that because, it's got to be somebody that wants to find another facility and have great minds come together on it somehow. So Hanover, it seems, determined to start off with getting the first shot on goal here in the second period, as the shots were so limited for them in the first, 15-4 in favor of Bishop Guertin. Back on the attack, the Cardinals throw one past the goal. I don't know if JoJo Drent got a piece of that, but Hanover's trying to come out of their own end. And they do. Up to the center ice it goes. The one-timer on the pass from the left wing to the right. Number 20 is Casey Griffin there in the middle for Hanover.
A rare thing in this game, a shot by Hanover.
Right. I think it was Trevor Sanders, his right wing, that got one free there on the right wing. But still 1-0 game. Bishop Guertin in control this semifinal. The winner will play Concord, who dispatched Wyndham 6-0. The game that ended, a semifinal that ended in running time earlier this evening.
Whole third period.
Didn't put their first line out there, you
Whole
pointed
third
out.
period took a total of 15 minutes because that's what was on the clock. No stoppages.
So it would be it was a surprise.
Hockey is the best running time.
It's rare you see running time in a semifinal, isn't it?
They don't. No.
No?
Oh yeah. In the semifinal, it is rare. Hockey is the best running time. No stoppages. Not for penalties.
There's a fumble. Centering pass. Shot saved. Drent and a goal.
Score. There it is. Boy,
the follow.
143 in. That's what you want to do if you're BG. Get right on top of them again and set the tone.
Goal scored by Anthony DeBrucci. DeBrucci, who's a senior. And it was off this mistake right here, Tom.
Yep, there's a mistake in the corner. Pass out, in the slot, shot, goal.
On a rebound, it looked like DeBrucci.
When you have the puck, if you're Hanover.
Who's a freshman.
If you have the puck in your Hanover, you don't want to pass the puck through the slot, take it around behind the net, and come out.
Huge mistake costs the Hanover Bears the second goal of the game.
This is a young Bears team, John. They only have 3 seniors.
Right, but ironically, the 2 goals scored by BG so far tonight, a sophomore and a freshman.
Which adds to my point that they have gotten more players involved since January. You see, BG has had a little bit of a different way now in the last couple of years because they used to go down to Mount St. Mary. Not Mount St. Mary, Mount St. Charles in Socket, Rhode Island, and play in their Christmas tournament.
Face off one, save Trent, he hangs on.
But Mountain St. Charles became a prep school, and you could not go to a prep school then. So that took them out of that tournament.
Oh.
And that was a tournament where a lot of those kids that we're talking about now would get a lot of ice time, and you'd be able to
gauge how
what
much
you want
to
to
give
do.
them.
You
right?
want to get your second, third, and fourth line set. You know, you want to have your lines all set to go into the meat of the schedule starting in January. And they weren't able to do that. They would play in a tournament, but it wasn't the same type of competition. So I'm not sure where BG played this year, or if they did. I think they did play somewhere. Not sure where that was.
Lister by Jake Roachford, the winger that got a shot toward the net, didn't get it.
Oh, rebound. Ooh, almost.
Didn't get it through. Now BG answering with pressure of their own again.
Well, what they're doing.
In front, low slot. Doesn't get through.
Well, you just said it, low slot.
Another shot. That one was a save, I think, off the shot by Jack Stone, who got stoned by Drent that time.
Even though Manici's goal was from the outside, there was a lot of traffic in front to make that become a goal. BG is doing a good job of getting their players down low and getting traffic in front of Dent.
Yeah, good things will happen offensively when you do that, for sure.
You just need your people to shoot the puck.
Head coach of BG, who's got a little bit of experience, Gary Bishop.
Just a little, huh?
Mark Mantone and Dan Conley. Well, you know, when you talked about the team got better as the season went on and finding new players, and we just saw DeBrucci score in the big stage, credit gets back to the coaching staff for that, I think.
Oh, yeah. I mean, they have a great coaching staff.
Great coaching staff.
Look, the administrators at BG sit back and say hockey's in your hands.
Yeah.
You know, they don't worry.
do.
They don't worry about a thing. This program.
They don't want to see Gary Bishop go anywhere.
No, they don't.
Yeah, and look who's waiting in the finals for either one of these teams. Dunk Walsh.
Walsh and Bishop are tight. They're very close. Good friends.
Are they? Yeah.
Yes, very good friends. Even after last year's triple plus overtime game.
They're like Belichick and Saban, right? They're just the top of the game and
but
the coaching legends.
Those two coach together, though.
Oh, they coach together. Yeah, Dunk Walsh and Gary Bishop have always been rivals, right?
Right, they've always been rivals. So
yeah.
Gary Bishop still coaches. He coaches hockey night in Boston in the off season. I think he's 76 years old.
Wow.
Yep. Still
remarkable.
Still spry. He works at his alma mater down in Massachusetts, Billerica, as part-time in the data in the computers. Computer, what are they? IT department.
So here's a shot, centering pass. BG shot toward the goal and a catch and a save by Drent. He'll hang on.
And a good story about Bishop.
You put the word he's working and he's 76 like in the same paragraph. It's not going to be you, right?
You never
it's not going to be you. You never know. I know the Telegraph doesn't want you to go anywhere after you hit your 40-year mark.
You never know.
How about another 10, Tom?
Yeah, exactly.
76. He's working.
He's working part-time.
How about that?
He wants to do stuff.
Wow, huh? I guess, they say, the experts say stay busy. That's the best way.
I asked Mark Mantone, I said, you think he's going to come back? He goes, what else is he going to do?
What? Yeah. And a save made by Scarparati, who's been a little bit lonely in this game.
Gary is not one to sit around. No. He likes to relax.
No.
I remember one year I just kept hammering him. Not hammering him, but just kept joking with him because he took a cruise after they won a title against Bishop Brady back 10, 12 years ago. So I keep wondering every offseason if he's going to take a cruise after the season's over.
Wow. A lot of hockey guys are like that, right?
But the thing
intense, they go.
The thing with, well, he divvies it out too, and I'll explain that. Mantone runs the offseason stuff.
Mark Mantone.
And he and gets them into the summer leagues, and Mantone monitors that. And so does Gary Bishop, but Mantone is kind of the hands-on guy for a lot of that stuff. And that's what assistant coaches, going to do. Here's a possible 2-on-1.
And a partial 2-on-1, but the back checking of Sid Makovsky breaks it up. Guertin controls again in the offensive zone, though. The turnaround shot misses wide to the left. The rebound back to the point, kept in by Jordan O'Hearn. Into the corner it goes. Players collide.
See, they always say that the most dangerous lead in hockey is a 2-goal lead, right? And this is dangerous here because you don't want, if Hanover gets a goal, that could get them, that could change things.
Gets them right back into it.
Well, it gets them mentally back
Mentally, yeah.
Mentally
their
and
confidence
emotionally.
back.
Yeah, everything.
And changes the complexion if that happens.
If Guertin can get this get themselves a third goal here in the next 9:57, that would be a big deal to go into the final period up 3.
Trepanier circles, and we got a whistle. What happened? The penalty coming up? It's a strange spot to have the whistle sound with the puck laying there. And here comes
we do have a penalty.
Referee is going to say
we do have a penalty.
High stick.
Is going to be on the Bears' best player, Ronan Brzezinski.
So he goes off, and not that the Guertin offense needed the help, but they're now in man advantage, 5-on-4.
Yep, that is their best player. No doubt about it. 5'10" senior.
Taken off the ice.
Take advantage of this if you're Guertin, because your best player is usually your best penalty killer as well, right? And he's not out there to kill the penalty.
Trevor Sanders, the forechecker there for Hanover, nearly got a steal, but instead BG takes it into the offensive zone. Trepanier with it. Dom Trepanier circling. Back to the point it goes. And Menici's shot misses left. He's got actually that's 22. Gavin Santos back at the point for BG. Right wing, tough angle, stopped by Brent.
You can hear it all the way up here, right?
Yeah, JoJo Drent giving nothing to shoot at.
Doesn't take a lot. They don't have to travel. The sound doesn't have to travel that far.
Well, the size of the crowd has to do with that, too, because they would be noisier. And when we have offside,
the biggest contingent is right above the goal where BG's student body is.
Yeah, interestingly on the end.
Yep, that's why they love to hang it up there because they can harass the goal. They can harass the opposing goalie and cheer their own goal.
Oh, yes. One game. So let's say face off in the BG end of the ice. Minute 10 to go in the power play.
Immediate shot almost.
Yeah, Hanover almost had their shorthanded goal to make it 2-1 right there.
Nico would love to see a couple shots right now because he's got it. Hanover only had 4 shots in the first period. You're not going to win any games getting only 4 shots.
Sure. Coach Dodds was all over him about that. Around the goal, back to this near point. That's Menici, who throws it in to the corner and around. Hanover first to get it. Can't clear. Under a minute to go. Only 40 seconds left in the man advantage for the Cardinals. That's a shot that misses wide. Jack Menici collects. He scored the first goal of the game. To the right wing and doesn't get through. Hanover penalty kill is doing a pretty good job here, and BG not really squaring one up on the net. Stolen Hanover is going to clear this. No, they got it to the point, and that's it. A lot of room in the middle, but they went to the point with it, and this one is cleared.
Yeah, he tried to nudge the puck into the middle, but you got to put some authority behind that. You can't just push it.
Yeah, so lackluster power play for Guertin here.
Lackluster game. Boy, this thing was just...
You almost can't tell it's a semifinal at some points.
The intensity level isn't quite there all of a sudden. No, it's just... It was at the start of the game.
Right.
High motor for both teams, and now it's just kind of a crawl with 7:40 left. We are halfway through the second period, and
the game.
And BG halfway through with a 2-goal edge. You got to like their chances.
Back to your point about the 2-0 lead. That next goal, if it's for BG,
changes everything.
Yeah, I could see them taking the wind out of the sails of Hanover even more. If Hanover scores, totally different story. So Guertin should maybe have a little bit of a sense of urgency about striking while they can. Ban on that. Keep in. 2 forecheckers for Hanover lurking. They do get it out. Nicely done. And it's breakaway. Shot and missed to the left of the goal. Trepanier with a golden opportunity.
Right. Well, it was and it wasn't a golden opportunity. I think he would have been better off stick handling his way to the middle, right, and give himself more of an angle and some openings. Instead, Dent really he's a big body in there. He took up a lot of space. Trepanier didn't really have too far to, he tried to go wide left, and it missed the net totally.
Entirely, yep. And they worked their way closer to the goal.
The goalie helped.
Shot from the point.
Ooh, that's a nice shot and a save.
And the key thing there is JoJo Drent saw it all the way.
Yeah, and he was going for the upper corner, and Dent just didn't get quite the elevation on it he needed, and Dent saw it.
Yeah, and Drent is playing in his last high school game if they lose, so he definitely doesn't want to give up another goal, down 2-0.
Well, this Hanover team has any thought that this is their last game.
Right, got to be confident, right?
Yep.
They won their opening round game over Londonderry, the 7 seed. Hanover's the 10 seed.
That was their third straight game against Londonderry. Third straight.
Quirk in the schedule.
They played them. I probably had to make something up, right? They had to have makeup, so they were supposed to end the season with them. They had to play a makeup before that. They split those 2 games, and then they
split them.
And then they won the play-in game.
And a one-on-one situation, the shift and the shot, and that missed to the right, it looked like. Not a shot on goal, even though a decent chance.
So when they played Trinity in the quarters, it was their first non-Londonderry game in like 2 weeks.
Yeah, and they beat Trinity as well, of course, to get here with that quarterfinal upset. The 10 seed Hanover taking on Bishop Guertin here in the semifinal. Cardinals do have the 2-0 advantage as we play late second period. To the far corner to get it is Carter Santoro. Santoro around the boards, the wrister, and hanging on and shoving one of the forwards of BG away from him. Jorgen Drent is stepping up big. JoJo in goal for Hanover. He hands the puck to the official. No rebounds key for JoJo in that situation as BG's succeeding in keeping a lot of bodies around the net, looking for that opportune rebound. That is how DeBrucci scored his goal, off of a rebound down deep. There's a shot and a save by Drent. Another chance for Trepanier, low slot, and just couldn't find the opening. Back comes the Hanover Bears, the centering pass, trying to connect with Declan Donegan, not able to.
BG's not getting the bang for their buck. They are possessing the puck all over the place, and they're just not getting the opportunities. What they need. Oh, here's a big play right here. The steal.
Takeaway, centering pass. Good back checking, though, by Guertin.
No, Guertin very good defensively. And the thing is, Santos is one of the best defenders in the state when he's out there.
Which he is on this shift.
Yeah, and there was talk that he should even be the player of the year in Division I. So, he's that good. One
of those defensemen that has a back line impact at the goal.
But
and
with all the possession until right now that Guertin has had, it is a save. Scaparrotti holds on.
Yeah.
Joust in front.
I think they saw that Ryan Carroll got a little stick there on Scaparrotti, and one of the defensemen for BG took care of business.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And they will, too, because they felt Hanover kind of pushed them around in that third period of the regular season game. They're bound and determined not to let that happen. That comes from Antone. Antone will fill that in there.
Nico Scaparrotti in goal. He'll face off to his right.
But they've had so much puck possession, and they only have 2 goals to show for it.
There's a centering pass, and it's a great pass for a break-in. Just slid it on Drent in the end, and an easy save.
And again, too far in, didn't have the angle the whole bit,
didn't have the leverage on that puck.
Well, the one thing, if you notice, that Drent is not going to give up. He's not going to give up the 5-hole. Keeps the stick right there.
Yeah. So elevation might be the key on those shots close to the net.
Which is hard to do and hard to think of when you're looking at a guy who's probably 6-something. Let's see how Dent's 5'11", but on skates he's like 6'1", 6'2".
The surprising goal still was the first one by Manici on a innocent-looking wrister from just inside the blue line. We have a penalty.
Yes, we do.
It's a trip, and I think it's going to go against the Cardinals.
Yep. Here it is right here in the corner.
Oh, yeah. And it was
down he goes.
The player passing by the defenseman who had been divested of the puck behind the goal. So he will go to the box for 2 minutes. It is Jack Manici.
Hanover needs a play to spark them, whether it be a big hit, a steal and a breakaway, or a power play goal. They need something to get going here.
Yep. And the hockey gods have bestowed them with a 2-minute opportunity here, late second period, to go into the break with great momentum. Instead, BG with the steal, putting the pressure on in the offensive zone, down a man. Nietzsche got an assist on the DeBrucci goal. The announcement just coming now for that one, which is quite a while ago.
Yeah, I think they just added that in.
Oh, maybe that's what it was, yeah.
That was a while ago.
Yeah, that was the initial shot that was saved, I think, by Jojo Drent that came back to DeBrucci, but it was much earlier in this second period. BG's got a goal in the first, and in the second, Hanover still looking for their first, with now just over a minute left in the power play, and holding on to that is Scaparrotti for a face-off to his left.
A minute 6 left in that power play. Beat Hanover. We haven't seen them really put together much pressure.
Not much of a threat so far.
Boy, they are flat, aren't they?
Yeah.
They are really flat.
Well, you got to see them play earlier in the season, so you know this is not.
You
just know the result.
I knew the
you did
result.
not see it. Okay.
It was up in Hanover that game.
Yeah, but they.
Do you think that I'm going to drive to Hanover?
Who just
regular
talked
season game after all the complaints I've made about Rochester?
That's right. but yeah,
here's a chance right here.
You don't score 6 goals without having more life.
Oh, different rink.
In the atmosphere.
Rink. Oh, there's another play. They could get a call there, do they?
No, just I guess a knockdown from behind.
Wow, I don't
know
about
shift.
That was a penalty. That was.
Yep, you would have called that.
They got away with that shot save, I think.
Jack Rochford with nice individual rush there for Hanover, but
half a minute left on the power play.
One of the defensemen there just lost track of the puck on the blue line. I don't know if he thought it would be a delayed offside, but steal, a takeaway by Guertin. And just 20 seconds remaining in the power play for Hanover as they try to set up and get at least one more shot on goal. And it goes.
Brzezilski is doing his best to try to spark his team.
Yeah. Still 11 seconds in the man advantage, so this faceoff will come with a 5-on-4 in favor of Hanover. Looked like it deflected up into the netting in the corner is what happened.
So if you're BG, you try to survive this power play, and then hopefully that energizes you to get some pressure on Drent, maybe get a goal before you go in the locker room, and then be up comfortably 3-0 going into the third period.
Ideal best case.
Because if it's just 2-0, I think you still have some doubts as to what you need to do.
Definitely. Shot is saved up high on the chest of Nico Scaparrotti. Sophomore, solid in goal for BG through almost 2 periods now. Still 2 seconds left on the penalty kill. And the face-off, one kind of neutral, Andy Zhang took it, but BG able to work it out. Back to 5-on-5. Player comes right out of the box and into the play.
Oh, blocked. He didn't have the opening, but he needed to shoot it a little earlier. Uh-oh.
And here comes Hanover with numbers. The centering pass. Shot. Loose. Cleared.
I think Scaparrotti got a piece of one of those.
Yep. Call that a shot on goal. 2-on-1 possible in front. No, can't get the centering pass to saucer through. And this could be icing against Hanover. It is. Face off in their end with 1:22 to go as we watch the replay.
Yeah, watch this break in right here. 2-on-1. Nice pass. Scaparrotti got a piece of one of those.
Did the job.
Yep. Again, the shot would have been elevated to the corner, but here's the problem. The rink is so small. All of a sudden, you're on a breakaway, and then you look, and you're right on top of the goaltender. That's what's going on here, John.
Wow. It's happened about 4 or 5 times already.
4 or 5 times already.
Yeah,
That's why.
Interesting.
I'm thinking to myself, what is going on
What's
here?
the difference here? Why does this look weird?
And that's why.
Yeah.
It's such three big strides, and you're already in, and your angle is cut down.
Behind the net it goes, and around near boards. This rink is different from any they play in during the season, isn't it?
Well, they play here in regular season games.
I'm talking about BG and Hanover specifically.
Skate 3 isn't the biggest of ice surfaces, but it is bigger than this.
With numbers, BG
Shot.
in front. Did he try a return pass there?
I don't know, but he never got a clear shot off. He had space at the time.
Yeah. I think that was Will McBorney. Centering pass and trying to turn around Trepanier as it wrestled away from him, but is kept in by the Cardinals.
Now, if you're BG, you just play lead protection. You're up 2, with 30 seconds left. Careful with the puck. Just get going. Oh, and a hit right there. You see that hit?
Yeah, heavy hit.
A heavy hit, and that got
Gavin Santos.
That got the fans. That woke up the fans.
Gavin Santos was slow to recover from that. Slow to get back to his feet. Keeping the puck in with just under 10 seconds to go. Shot goal! Oh, no!
Oh,
Hanover scores. It's 2-1 with 6 seconds left.
6.4 seconds. You give up a goal. Brzezinski comes through. Watch it. He's right there. Puts a hard wrister in the face-off circle and in. You shoot it and it will happen. And that's what happened. Just beat probably a relaxed goalie who's figuring 6 seconds left. What are they going to do? A bang shot. He set it up. He had the time. He was all alone in the face-off circle, had the time, and fired the wrister. And now Hanover back in the game.
Remarkable twist of events here at the JFK. I didn't see it coming. I don't think that, as Tom pointed out, Nico Scaparrotti saw it coming, including the puck that got by, and it is only a 1-goal game as we go to the third period.
Tell you,
nervous time for
they're
BG.
Number 10, but they got here for a reason, and they did not back down, and they kept up. Credit to Hanover, keeping their momentum up. That hit, John, that hit got them energized.
It did, and within seconds, they made it a 2-1 game. Przelski with a brilliant shot. The senior and the Hanover Bears not going down without a fight. That's Tom King. I'm John Collins. We're at the break between the second and third periods of the semi-final contest here at the JFK. The winner goes on to play in the championship game against Concord. Who will it be? Come back with us on Nashua ETV. This broadcast is made possible by local Comcast television subscribers. Thank you for your support. But did you know that in addition to watching us on Channel 22, you can stream Nashua ETV on the go? Just download the Nashua Community Media TV app on your smartphone or tablet to catch the best of Nashua ETV wherever you are. But from wherever you're watching, we'd like to thank you for watching Nashua ETV. Welcome back to the JFK Arena in Manchester, New Hampshire, where things have gotten a lot more tense in this semifinal game.
Spicy!
Yes.
Well, you know what? Let's see.
Hanover sneaks one in with 6 seconds left.
Let's see if that carries over, right, into this period, because that got Hanover energized.
Yeah.
Got them back into the game. Now, can they stay in the game? Or do they fall back asleep and let BG dominate them all over the place again? That's what has to change, one way or the other.
Shots on goal keep piling up for BG, right?
Right. You know, so they've, let's.
15-4 after the first.
Yep, I'll tell you in a second. I marked it down.
And they continue that shots on goal domination in the second, but
well, in the second it was a lot
closer. It was a 1-1 game on the scoreboard.
A lot
in
closer
the second period.
Because of a couple of those breakaways. 14-11.
14-11. Okay.
So.
Yeah. So here we go in the
you're in the semi, a lot closer.
Limited neutral ice zone. Face off at center ice to start us here in the third period. And what did Coach Gary Bishop say to the BG boys in the locker room?
I think it was what Mark Mantone probably said.
Oh, yeah.
I think he then Bishop said something.
Good cop, bad cop.
So, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so I don't know if they need to light a fire under these guys.
Well,
they know what's at stake.
I'm sure Gary Bishop said, see what happens when you don't take advantage of your opportunities. Eventually that door is going to be nudged open a little bit. So here we go.
Yep, Hanover sneaks a goal in there with 6 seconds left to go in the second period to make things really, really interesting here to start the third. The trip to the championship game on Saturday on the line.
And after seeing Concord, I don't know if that's a reward or a punishment.
Oh, right. They were a juggernaut again today.
Boy, were they something else.
Knocking out Wyndham.
Guertin is the only team to have beaten them this year. They're the only team.
That's it. Yep. And, it's hard to beat teams multiple times, as we saw. This one shocked me. The Bedford Londonderry girls Division I basketball.
They were pretty evenly matched.
They played 3 times this season.
They played pretty evenly matched.
Yeah, and
Bedford
won the first 2.
They won a close one.
Yeah.
Then they won by 11.
Uh-huh.
And then the next one, they were up 11 going into the fourth quarter. And how many times we've seen that before? Twice.
Wow.
That had and in the tournament, in the finals against Guertin.
Yeah.
So don't be surprised about that. They blew an 11-point lead going into the fourth quarter and lost to Londonderry.
Yeah, in a season where they looked at times unbeatable, but then they had the
they weren't as they weren't as unbeatable. I think Concord Christian's, in Londonderry. I think Concord Christian's going to win.
Right. Definitely the favorite going into that game against Londonderry, but who knows?
That will be the same day as the hockey finals.
Yeah.
And the Division II and 1 boys basketball finals will be played on Sunday. We don't know who's in D1 because we're here and they're way out in Rochester.
Yeah.
And in D2, we already know because that's been played earlier in the week. It's going to be Hollis against Pelham. I will be there for that group game. And I don't have anybody left in D1, so once that game's over, John, skedaddle.
That's it. On to the spring sports.
On to the spring.
Yeah. So that slap shot came after the whistle. I don't know if it's a penalty against the Cardinals or no. It's just
well, they've done a good job
offside.
Staying out of the box through the postseason so far. The only penalties they really had to deal with were
just an offside.
The only penalties they really had to deal with that were late in the game against Keene that weren't really factors. It was just the usual end of game nudging and pushing and all that stuff. So
Hanover momentary trouble getting out of their own zone. They end up icing it. No, they waved it off. Off the post.
They're probably hesitant to call icing in this rink because it's so small.
And collected by the Cardinals in their own zone.
You kick the puck and it might travel down for icing.
Yeah, we're not seeing the bursts of speed you usually see on the large ice sheets. I mean, people just turn around in there from one blue line to the other. So I don't know if that also cuts down on how hard people skate.
Well,
but
the D1 teams that advance out of this and the D2 teams who advance out of that's going on up in Concord at Everett Arena, that's a small rink.
Yeah.
They're going to have to adjust to a much bigger size rink at this new arena.
So everybody,
it's not Olympic size, but it is big.
You see the BG student body hanging over the rails there, looking down on this game. Everybody's hanging on who will score the next goal. It's either going to be a tie game or back to a 2-goal lead for BG, but it will be a huge goal to get. Cardinals working their way down low. Stop made by JoJo Drent, the senior netminder for Hanover, with high hopes to play in the championship game.
Yeah, he's got 29 saves already in this game.
Wow. Certainly have piled up. BG needs to keep that kind of pressure on, though. And there's a shot and a save by Drent. And he hangs on.
Boy,
no
you're in
rebound.
Close and just cannot put it by him. This is,
that was number 15, Jack Stone, that was in tight.
Stone got stoned by Drent. That before.
I know it. And face off to the left of the Hanover netminder, who is determined not to let any more goals in. Of course, Hanover needs to score in order to advance. BG's good offense was a good defense for them for most of the second period until Hanover snuck one in with only 6 seconds
wide
left in the
open
frame.
shot in the face-off circle. You let down in the final seconds of the period, and you let their best player, who Gary Bishop said before the game, a couple days before the game, that's the kid we got to stop.
Krzyzewski?
Yeah, they didn't do it.
Yeah.
Krzyzewski put one in, and that is
Coincidentally, they put a heavy hit on BG's best player, Gavin Santos, who was on the ice at that time. Great
Santos,
defender. They kind of neutralized him with that
Santos is
hit.
a tall kid, too.
Yeah,
right?
he was slow to get up, and they scored the goal while he was trying to recover from that hit. Might have had something to do with it. 2-minute penalty coming up here against the Cardinals. This is huge. It's going to be 5-on-4.
They got Santos, who's a junior, listed at 5'10". Boy, he looks a lot bigger than that, well, when he's got skates on, he looks like he's 6'3".
So Tyler Tisak to the box for the Cardinals, and Hanover with a chance.
And a 5-minute major. That boarding call in the corner. That boarding call in the corner.
5 minutes.
It did not look that heavy, but they called it, and now we may have a trip. I don't know. A player hit the deck, but no call was made.
No, wow, 5 minutes for
5-minute
boarding.
major. So now, and don't forget, the thing with a major call is it's
even if you score,
he stays in the box.
He stays in the box. What a giant opportunity this is for Hanover to not only get back in the game, but theoretically take a lead here on this advantage. That pass shot there almost found a winger on the doorstep. Hanover set up in power play formation.
He said 5-minute major. When I saw that, I just noticed that, John. I was like you. I said, when he boarded him, I said, oh, that's no penalty. They should let that play. And I thought they had. And then all of a sudden they stopped play and put him in the box.
And not only was it 2 minutes, it was 5 minutes.
Well, that was a point of emphasis starting 10 years ago. Was if you boarded a kid, you were in the box for 5 because of the concussion danger and the safety reasons.
For that type of penalty.
And it's kind of dropped off a little bit, but it's been back recently because the boarding major is that was a call that Brandon Gannis for Alvin Milford, he got called for boarding and got a major and a 10-minute game misconduct and a disqualification, and cost him being able to play in the Summersworth game that they lost.
Yeah.
So I mean, they are going to call. If you hit somebody from behind into the boards, they're going to call it, and they're usually going to call it 5 minutes.
BG successfully knocked off 2 full minutes of this 5-minute
major. Yeah, there you go.
major.
I mean, you blink. You figure you got 5 minutes, you can take your time, but those 2 minutes go by fast. Hanover's got to pick it up.
Gavin Santos doing a great job of clearing the puck immediately on touching it a couple of times in this penalty kill. And back come the Bears of Hanover.
The Bears.
Who Tom pointed out, hockey team not so happy with the change of nickname from Marauders to Bears.
That's been a couple of years, too. It's been a while.
And you'll see only Hanover on their uniform.
Right, only the H is what they put on there. There's
Shot nearly hit that far corner, but it goes wide. As it looked like Scott Barati had drifted a little bit near side. Here comes another chance. A wrister had that top right corner to shoot at, but maybe Scott Barati got a glove on it. Goes wide. Hanover upping the pressure in this 5-minute man advantage. Major boarding call. Shot. And kind of a fan on the shot, or did actually a BG player blocked it? That's what happened. And we have another penalty coming up against the Cardinals.
Yep. Let's see. I didn't see a signal.
Or was it a?
No, it was a high stick. High stick.
Ooh.
That's a Valancourt.
That's a 5-on-3 situation.
Where's the high stick?
Happened
right
earlier
in front in the
sequence.
corner. Right down in front in the corner.
Wow.
Not the corner, but next to the net.
Cam Valancourt goes to the box, and he
Valancourt-
joins Tyler Tisak for the next 2 minutes.
Basically, he got called for
147.
trying to push the guy out of the zone.
Oh, it goes from bad to worse for
Yeah.
the Cardinals right
5
here.
on 3.
The only silver lining is they still have the lead for the moment, but it's a
only
5 on 3.
5 on 3, and it'll be a 5 on 3 for 147.
Yeah.
And then it becomes a 5 on 4 for about 13 seconds. So Hanover has got to make something happen.
They absolutely do.
If they don't come out with something here, it's almost the same type of momentum for BG that Hanover had when they went into the locker room.
That late score.
Let's see what can happen here, because this is a telling point in this game.
It's a timeout discussion?
Yeah,
for
timeout for
Hanover?
I think BG called time.
Okay, yeah.
Gary Bishop wants to settle things down.
So I don't care if you are the 3 seed going up against the 10 seed. You give the team a 5 on 3 advantage for a minute 47.
And you're only up 1.
That's not good.
And they already had a 5 on 4 for 3:13 before that.
So do not count out the underdog, the Cinderella run of Hanover just yet. Taking the face-off for the Bears is Przelski, their goal scorer. He wins the draw, and Hanover controls the puck into the far corner. Przelski wheels, throws it back to the point near.
A lot of space. They've got to be good, take good shots here.
Sid Makovsky passes it back into the wing.
Be very deliberate, but don't waste
Makovsky,
too much time.
wrister,
Post.
shot save, and
Score,
goal!
rebound.
It's tied 2-2.
On the rebound.
Number 9 is Jack Rochford, and it is a 2-2 game.
The
And
shot from the point hit the post.
here it is.
Flanked iron. You'll watch it. It hit the
Post,
post.
rebound,
Yeah.
Rochford.
Because what happened? Scaparrotti was not able to control the rebound because he didn't touch the puck and hit the post. And it came right to Rochford. It was like a deflection right on his stick. Scaparrotti had no chance to recover in time. And now, John Collins, 2-2.
Wow,
2-2.
BG in trouble.
The last thing Gary Bishop wanted to see, 2-2.
Giving the underdogs new life. They were down 2-0 with 10 seconds left to go in the second period. And we are about 5 minutes into
And
the
I guess we get an
6 minutes in.
unsportsmanlike
Oh.
on Hanover for excessive celebration. I have no idea what that call was.
I've never seen that call in hockey.
So he is in the box.
Unsportsmanlike.
I'll try to get some confirmation on that.
Okay. Wow. That neutralizes the
Yes,
man
an
advantage. It's 4-on-4.
unsportsmanlike call.
Unsportsmanlike on number 9, Jack Rochford, who just
Scored the goal.
I've never seen that, especially on this kind of a stage. I mean,
really?
you are apt to over-celebrate.
Big save there.
It's not even a word, but you're apt to over-celebrate a semi-final goal that ties a game, are you not? Wow, remarkable call there, but it's a 4-on-4, different situation on the
What he
ice.
said, you may have said something. You never know.
No, exactly, you're right. You got to defer to the
I
officials.
think when you have an unsportsmanlike call, it's normally
It could be taunting, it could be verbal. Yep.
It's normally a verbal call and not a action call.
Hanover throws it in and pursues after it.
So what you did was nullify the last minute, whatever, of that major.
Yeah, I think it was a minute 26.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah.
You had still had an advantage and a tie game with a chance to take the lead. Now it's 4-on-4. You can still do that, but
yeah, BG's going to have a man advantage here in half a minute.
4-on-4 on this ice surface isn't the same as 4-on-4 on some open ice surfaces. So
Yeah.
a little different. There's a play right in the back, no call. Player goes down.
Puck is in the neutral zone, shot back in as BG gets a line change. Halfway through third period, 2-2. Only 7.5 minutes.
Well, a lot's happened since there was about 30 seconds left in the previous period, right?
Boy.
The hit, the goal, and now all this stuff.
Now power play goal during a major penalty call against the Cardinals. Completely different game here in the third period as the Cardinals now threaten. They take the puck in deep. with a man advantage. 20 seconds left to go in the power play. The wrister from the point. Looked like it was going to be a glove save by Drent, but then it got blocked in front, and they are able to clear. This is not icing. They're still down a man, our Hanover, briefly. 2 seconds left, and we are now 5-on-5 again as the Hanover Bear comes out of the box. You see him there, bottom of your screen. Ryan Carroll actually came onto the ice. Penalty, I think, was served by Roachford. He must have just went to the bench. And out of his own zone with some speed into the offensive zone. The shot, a shoulder save by Drent, goes to the corner. 6:23 to go in the game. Who will get the game-winning goal?
Nope.
We need a game-winning goal now. Suddenly we're tied at 2. And knocked away. It's going to be a foot race to get to the puck.
Goals are at a premium. There's usually a reason why they're scored in this game, right? There's nothing that's overpowering. Manici
giveaway there. Concord's controlling the puck. Now they throw it up and over the netting, and there'll be a face-off outside the zone.
This is the kind of game where everything is so tight that the mistake leads to the goal, as we've seen a couple of times, right?
Yeah.
The longer you get into a game,
oh, absolutely,
the legs start to go and the mistakes start to come up.
Yeah. And this is a Hanover team that now believes even more strongly in their underdog run.
No doubt about it.
Flip toward the neutral zone. And yeah, the BG stranglehold on the game on shots on goal that we saw in the first period has evaporated at this point. 5:40 left, 2-2 is the score. And Hanover steals in the neutral zone, takes it in. Centering pass goes to the fireboards.
I think both teams are being very careful now not to make mistakes. You know what that leads to.
Mistakes.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah, it's like the prevent defense in football. Doesn't prevent anything. It's
whoa, here's some speed here. This is the best shift I've seen.
Makovsky shot.
Oh, and man, look at that.
Puck was loose, Tom.
Scott Barati makes the save, but then he looks behind him. That's because the puck got behind him, and you gotta wonder. We don't have the angle, so we don't know. But the ones who
what
do
are you saying?
The ones who do are the kids who are up above. Where was that puck after? How close to the line was it? How far away? We can't tell. There's no way from our angle where we're sitting.
Did he
Tim
reach?
O'Neill's right next to us. He can't. You know, he doesn't have a shot of that.
Did he reach behind him and scoop it out?
Yeah. He didn't pull it out, but I mean, where was the puck? How close? I'm not saying it went in, John. I'm saying how close was it? You know, how many inches away was that puck?
Yeah.
From being a lead goal.
And as you point out, we don't have the angle to tell.
The ones who do are the kids that are up above.
Oh yeah.
They're the only ones who know.
And the Cardinal fans aren't going to say anything if they saw that.
They'll never tell.
Go over the line. Wow, it's a heart-stopping moment for the Cardinals right there as they nearly surrendered the lead after being up 2-0.
No call.
Hits have been minimal in this game, really. There's been a few big ones, but mostly.
Well, the one big one, I think, changed the game.
Yeah.
The one on Santos changed the game.
Loose puck, BG, breakout. Over the line. Centering pass, broken up, back check.
Pass was too
Centering pass.
Oh, and a one-timer.
And the goal. Scored by Jack Stone.
Look at that. Hanover relaxed. They relaxed
just for a millisecond.
Stone wide open. The cross-ice pass as the puck came back to BG, and Stone the one-timer. Watch. Here you see it, right? Shot, no. Puck goes, and the rebound is in.
The one-timer from Jack Stone, and he found a way to get it past JoJo Drent. 3-2. BG has the lead back with 4:21 left in this semifinal contest.
Oh my!
Wow!
Oh my!
It looked like the play had been, the threat had been diffused by Hanover, and as Tom said, they just kind of relaxed for a second, and there's Stone with the put away.
Stone was wide open. There was no one near him.
Good job on the assist. I got to see who that was that would center it.
Valancourt.
Valancourt.
And I think O'Hearn
And O'Hearn. So that was a tremendous job of setting that up for Jack Stone to do whack-a-mole in front. Hanover trying to tie it up late. 3:40 the shot. Goal!
Oh my goodness!
No!
Oh!
Oh, how did they do it?
A turnover. That's how they did it. They made a mistake.
Goal scored by Ryan Carroll. Knocks it back up at 3.
A turnover near the end line. Watch this. I saw it and I said, there's no way that's going to come back to haunt him. Look.
Great shift by Carroll, and he goes up
And
over the
there it
left
is.
shoulder, the glove side high.
The turnover, the mistake. Like I told you, mistakes are mistake of leaving Stone open, the mistake of the turnover right after. 3:40 left.
You talk about letting your guard down for a moment and getting
And
you in trouble.
That's a third liner who just tied the game.
Ryan Carroll with the biggest goal of his young hockey career.
You got your third lines out there and to play defensive hockey, and it didn't work.
Wow, and we are 3-3 with 3:33 left in the third. This is an amazing turn of events.
Fasten your seatbelts. The only question we have is, how much longer are we going to be here tonight?
Oh, boy.
You always
Tom,
know.
we seem to have a tendency for
Grit
overtime.
games to go overtime.
In any, Guertin games we do hockey playoffs.
Well, this is the first time you and I have done a hockey game, I think, right? This year together since that overtime game?
We missed each other a few times, I think.
No, we did. I'm sorry. We did some Nashua games.
We did
plenty of Nashua games.
North,
we didn't do
a bunch of North,
not North,
Nashua
Nashua games. Yeah.
BG, though, we
didn't do BG
as much as we wanted.
I missed it. I missed the BG Concord game that you did because I was in San Francisco for the Super Bowl.
Right. And it's cleared. So we have icing against Hanover. 2:48 to go. Well, we were slightly worried about, hey, what if BG goes back to SNU against Concord and we have to do multiple overtimes again? Well, they've got Hanover in overtime here, and they might not get.
We could be doing multiple overtimes here, John.
And they might not get to that game on Saturday.
Overtime games here usually don't go too deep because of the small ice surface. There's a lot of opportunities for each team. But I've been here where there's been a 2 or a 3. I've been here for a couple of double overtime semifinal games before. BG's won them and lost them.
You're dragging me with you with another one.
Yep.
And here comes
John Collins. I'm taking you. If that's what happens, I'm taking you down with me.
Around the boards it goes into the near corner. Cameraman Tim O'Neill doing a fantastic
job. Taking him
too. Yeah, doing a
He's
fantastic job.
He's shaking his head right now. He's saying no.
Yeah, giving us great looks all evening.
Yes, he has.
Concord knocked off Wyndham 6-0 in the first semifinal. They're awaiting the winner of this.
We got Dan Young back in the studio with great replays. Pete Johnson, our executive producer. DJ Petey Pete.
What a game. 3-3 under 2 minutes to go. BG trying to clear it out of their own zone. And they bank it off the rear boards. Foot race won by Hanover to the puck. They keep it in. Cardinals clear with a nifty lift.
3-on-2.
3-on-2. And the centering pass, and the shot is blocked by the Hanover defense. Behind the net, centering pass again, trying to connect with Andy.
Got some open players, John, at the point. Watch this. He gets some open players back there. Now they're covered because they had to skate back. Oh, coming in.
Santos Rister.
Scores!
Goal! How did that get through?
Oh,
Hanover is devastated. An innocent-looking flip-in on goal by Gavin Santos. Did anybody tip it in?
Let's see. I don't think there was anybody in front.
It looks like Drent is securing it, but it's behind him. And he lights the lamp for a goal that could decide this game. 1:20 left to go.
1:20 left. That was a harmless knuckleball. A flip-in is what defensemen do at the blue line.
I was thinking, what are they celebrating? He's got the puck.
Right.
No.
A lot of hesitation. Look, he just flips it. He didn't even put much effort behind it.
Like you said, Tom, it must have been a knuckler.
Look at that.
4-3 with only 1:20 left. Strange third period. Don't go away. for the last 120.
Yeah, no 120. I'm telling you right now.
And now Hanover's going to burn their timeout and probably pull their goalie and talk about it.
120, you don't need, it's not even burning. You call it.
You call it, definitely.
You call it. And
yeah.
This is going to be it. Now, listen, Gary Bishop is the one doing the talking now, which means he's the X's and O's guy, and he knows exactly where he wants everyone to be on the ice. And that's what he's telling them.
How about Gavin Santos? I know maybe it wasn't a spectacular goal, but
well, here's the thing.
He found a way.
Here's the thing. What Gary Bishop always tells his team, especially in games like this, is the shot not taken is the goal not scored. Right? He just flips it in, but he flipped it towards the net.
He did.
He didn't flip it into somebody.
On net.
In the corner. He flipped it on net.
Yeah.
So he just did it to get it in there and see what happens and see if there's a rebound or if there's somebody that could tip. You know, he didn't fire a hard slap shot. He's a big kid. He used his strength with his wrists and flipped it in, saying, hey, look, just put it down there and see what happens. Yeah. And look what happened.
It was that rare Christmas gift scratch card that actually pays off.
Yeah, exactly right, huh? I know it.
But it worked, and they are up 4-3, and it could be the ticket to the final.
We'll see.
And I don't know if Hanover's going to pull their goalies right away. Here's a face-off at center ice, and a takeaway by the Cardinals.
Can't now.
It was a good decision, it turns out, not to pull the goalie on the face-off at center ice. It'd be all over. Yeah. Face-off to the left of Jojo Drent. He's got to be. You got to feel for him.
Boy, the Hanover fans have got to be dejected. They come back, they tie it up twice, and give up a game.
Deciding potential goal.
Goal.
Banked out, and that's icing.
An epic goal.
So Hanover wasting a few seconds there.
An epic goal that could be wiped off the boards in 106 if you could just do what you did before.
Yeah. Hanover has scored a goal with only 6 seconds left to go. That was in the second period.
They scored a goal with only 6 seconds left to go, and they scored a goal 41 seconds after the BG goal. So they are dangerous. They will not give up.
Face off to Drent's right. Neutral victor on this, and under a minute to go now. The announcement here at the JFK around behind the net.
The key is Drent still has to stay in the goal.
Yes, he does. You keep the puck in the offensive zone. They can't pull the goalie.
Check, right? Exactly.
And
they can't get him out.
Yeah, Hanover headed in the wrong direction here.
Yeah, no kidding. Now they're going to have to. Now he's got to come out.
He's got to sprint out of there. Is this icing?
Let's see.
No, they wave it off. That's a big call. 30 seconds left to go.
And he's out.
And it's a 6-on-5 situation.
Here comes the extra attack. 6-on-5. Now see it.
Pressure in the corner.
I'll tell you what. He comes out. He's skating down. No one's on him. If they were able to pass the puck to him, might have been dangerous.
Long shot. And an icing call coming up here.
He comes out. Right?
Yeah.
Rudd comes out as the extra attacker, John, and he is on the right side coming down. No one near him. If you could have gotten him the puck.
Breakaway, just about.
Just a one-time shot.
Yeah.
Scott Browdy's facing that way.
Yeah.
There was your opportunity right there, and you missed it.
So they still have 17 seconds to work with, but time getting very, very short here for Hanover in their underdog run. 10 seed, won 2 games to get here, and have just 17 seconds left in their season, barring a last-second goal. Face off to the right of Nico Scaparrotti. And BG wins the draw. They're going to try to just kill time down there. You'd think Santos actually shot it out. He didn't waste any time.
Nope.
And this is going to kill off the rest of the game.
That's just it. You just shoot it down the ice. Don't worry about where it goes. It kills the time.
And now BG has a chance to ice it for sure, and it's it, the final buzzer.
Well, John Collins.
Celebration time.
You ready for 7 more periods of hockey?
Concord and BG in the rematch.
5 o'clock on Saturday.
5 o'clock on Saturday at
on
Snoo.
Saturday at Snoo.
Wow, we're doing it again.
We're doing it again. Yep, 5 p.m.
Wow.
That's what the word I got was if Hanover didn't win, the D1 would be the later game. They wanted, if Hanover won, they would have put the girls and the boys back to back. And they wouldn't have done that late. They would have done it early.
So we'll be out of there by midnight?
Probably.
5 p.m.
Nothing new for me. I went to bed at on that 9-game quarterfinal Saturday. I went to bed at 5 a.m. So.
Well, the first game was a blowout, and this game made up for it. 6-0 at running time. Concord wins. But
this game was fabulous.
Yeah.
A great game. I'm sure Guertin is going to say this is a good primer for that championship game because we had to really work for it. And they had to work in the final, 15 minutes and 6.4 seconds.
Yes.
They had to work their behinds off to get this goal. And an innocent flip towards the net results in a goal. And that's why you say the shot not taken is the goal not scored.
Great line.
Yep.
So we will go on to the championship with Bishop Guertin. We ride along with this great boys hockey team up against maybe an all-time juggernaut in Concord, but anything could happen.
First line for Concord is the key. Their top line is the danger zone.
Yeah, Morin, Walsh.
Keep Morin, Walsh, and I forget the other kid's name. You keep those three kids off the ice.
I want to say DiMartini, but that's not right.
You have a chance. You have a chance. You keep those kids off the ice. You've seen them. I've seen them once. You've seen them a couple times.
Yeah, they're tremendous.
They're a tremendous team.
First line.
This Bishop Guertin team is very good.
And the same goalie that took us into 4 overtimes, Carter Heiss. So they'll be tough.
That's right. He is the same kid.
It is the same kid. He was a young guy then. He's still a young guy. But here we goes, Gary Bishop. At center ice, the celebration ends for BG, and we will call it a night here at the JFK and move along.
All right, thanks to Pete Johnson, our executive producer. Tim O'Neill right next to us, taking that big, deep sigh of relief.
Yeah.
And our man back in the studio, Dan Young.
Yeah, I'm John Collins. That's Tom King. Thank you for watching tonight's semifinal game. Congratulations to Gavin Santos with that game-winning goal and Bishop Guertin for getting it done. And good night from Manchester, everybody. Thank you for watching Nashua ETV.